going on, people? It's FND. Today is the FND Q&A. Ask FND, as I like to call it. I've had a lot of tweets coming in. Some questions, obviously, are a bit like repeat questions. I've answered them before in the past. So I'm probably not going to answer those again. Boss, chill out, boss. So yeah, this is just like a quite chilled out, Q&A. I ask you questions. Obviously, I build this up every single time. So obviously, maybe in like a few months or next year, it'll be like a big thing where I answer questions, because I get a lot of questions on YouTube as well, which I don't really answer because much. I thank people for viewing and stuff, and for watching, for liking, sharing and stuff. But when I see the questions, I forget to answer them, or at the time when I see them, you know what I mean. It's better to do this thing, monthly or every few months, where I do a Q&A. So any questions you've got about the videos I do, or about the vlogs, or about life out here, or even things you want to talk about, you want me to talk about, topics, anything. For example, a lot of my viewers are quite young, so anything going on in school that you want to talk about, or college or uni, whatever that you want me to discuss, because I've been to uni, I've been to school, I've been to college, done all that shit. So if you want me to talk about my experiences, or any of my opinion on anything in your life, any relationship problems you've got, or anything, I'll just give you my opinion on stuff if you're interested. So yeah, it don't have to be just about me, you know what I mean. It can be about you, and I'll talk about it. And you can stay anonymous as well. If you want to stay anonymous, let me know in the tweet or on the message. Say I want to stay anonymous. But anyway, I'm gonna get into it. Yeah, got my grape mint here. Khalil Manoon Shisha, killing it. Look who's with me today. Morgan Bossy. Alright, yeah? Good lad. Okay, so here we go. Let me get the first question up. 1 second. Alright, so the first question comes from... Let me go down. First question is from my boy in the UK, Mysterious Walla. That's his Twitter. His Twitter account is @mysterious_Walla, WALA. I'll put it down here anyway, yeah? And he asks, LA or Abu Dhabi? I've not been to LA, bro, so I can't really say. I mean, obviously I'd like to go visit at some point, but right now it's not even about Abu Dhabi. It's about the whole of the UAE, to be honest with you. As I said before I came out here, it's a UAE takeover. In the space of a year, I'm now covering some of the biggest events. Chill out, boss. I'm not covering... Boss, chill out, man. I'm not covering some of the biggest events across the UAE, across Abu Dhabi and Dubai mainly is where I cover events, but the UAE in general, I've had some inquiries coming from outside as well, like Qatar and Saudi and stuff as well, so and Bahrain and all these kind of places. But we'll see about that in the future. Right now I want to concentrate on Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So basically, yeah, I do want to try and get to LA at some point. America in general, New York, LA, Miami, all them places. I've already got contacts with some people, so we'll see maybe next year or in a couple of years. Right now I'm concentrating on the UAE. As I said, in the space of 1 year, I'm now covering some of the biggest events. I've got clients like the Viceroy Hotel, which is the official hotel for the F1. So I covered the F1 last year, and I've just had a contract come in for this year as well, which is a 3-day coverage of the 3-day events, 1st till 3rd of November, which is the full F1. And yeah, I'm doing that. I'm going to do a quick hype video as well beforehand. So stay tuned for that cool F1 stuff. And by the way, obviously, F1 is the biggest event of the year, so no matter how much you can big yourself up, if you're covering F1, either as a DJ, as a bloody promoter, as a cameraman, as whatever, then you've smashed it basically over here in the UAE. So it's good. I'm really happy with that. I'm buzzing, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, LA or Abu Dhabi, it's all about UAE at the minute, bro. But America, stay tuned. Next question it comes from @Ziplomatic. Check it down here on the bottom here. He asks, where would Harris and Holly be if you didn't get into the video production business, and do you fancy sports bike like Ducati? If I didn't get into video production, it's kind of hard to think about that, because I mean I've been doing this for a long time now. Not the F&D business as such, but all my studies from like end of high school into college, into uni. So it kind of like it's been a bit of a journey, you know what I mean? So I took the conscious decision to do this, you know what I mean? So um, thinking about where I'd be if I didn't do this, I'd be doing something like some kind of business. I think, you know, my dad had a few businesses in the past. My uncles are all businessmen, um, you know. So I'd probably do something in business. I'm not really into any like I'm not like into any like medicines or any law or none of that stuff. None of the really intelligent stuff. You know, all my cousins are doing all that kind of stuff. But me, I was kind of like the black sheep of the family. You know what I mean? I was really creative. Um, I wasn't very good in school. I was just very creative, very switched on when it came to images and videos and thought process. I hear a piece of music. I used to sit on the bus with my laptop. I used to sit on the bus when I was younger, and I used to sit on the bus and just go like to places and have my iPod in, and I used to hear music and just look out the window and imagine things like clips that could go well with the music that I'm listening to. Since right back, even when I used to be in the car as a little kid, and my parents used to play radio and stuff, I used to be daydreaming out the window of things that would go with this music, like, you know, whatever, me getting out of a car, slow motion, all this kind of bullshit. So yeah, I don't know where I'd be, bro. I'd just be doing some kind of business. I'd probably try and set up a business, open a restaurant, open a cafe or shisha lounge, something like that. You know what I mean? Probably stereotypical. That sounds like, but you know, some kind of business I'd be doing with the support of my dad. And I'd get him into it as well, you know, a little bit, because he works for the government. But I'd probably do something business wise, and then I'd ask him to come in with me as a business partner or something. And we'd do it as like a family business, because that's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good thing to do. That's what I'd have wanted to do. Otherwise, and sports bikes. Never been on any kind of bike really, but I do like the look of them, I'd probably go for the Triumph rather than the Ducati, to be honest with you. But Ducati's good as well. Next question is from Lucky Mohammed, which his Twitter is @LuckmanLucky, which is below, check it. And he asks, do you miss the UK? I miss the UK every single day, yeah. Every single day. I miss more than just the UK itself. More than just the UK itself. I miss family, I miss friends, I miss regular lifestyle that I've grown up with all my life, you know what I mean? Like, just like going out regularly to places that I know, going out and seeing friends, going out and seeing family, knowing my neighbourhood, knowing my city, knowing the UK up and down, you know, it's just like normality, you know what I mean? So that normality of life, and then being thrown into like this frying pan where it's all different, and different language, different side of the road you drive on, different deals when it comes to business, different strategies when it comes to the way you do business out here, different kind of personalities I've got to deal with. The fact that this is the first time I've been living on my own, and I'm with Holly, but you know, as in like, this is the first time me and Holly both live without our parents, like out of home. So, you know, usually it's a big step just for people to leave the family home and go to their own home, but then to do that and that be in a different country is even more difficult. But then to do that and add on top that you just got married and you come straight out here, you know what I mean? It's been a big hard, stressful year. And you know, you guys have seen some of the ups and downs on the vlogs and stuff, and but some of them obviously I haven't really shown some of the bad ups and downs, because some of it's quite personal, some of it's quite depressing, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I try to keep this quite light, quite pleasant, my videos, you know, but I'm also quite real, so I'll just tell you, you know what I mean? It's been a difficult year. I've done well. I'm proud of myself, even though I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm proud of what I've done, what I've achieved in this past year, and I really do hope I can get back to the UK soon to have a nice little break from this place, and spend time with family, spend time with friends, and maybe have like a meet up with all the supporters in the UK who have been helping me to get to where I am right now. Because without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So, you know, when I get back to the UK, I want to arrange like some kind of meet up where I can meet you guys and, you know, show you thanks, you know what I mean, and spend a bit of time with you guys as well. So yeah, I do miss it a lot, man, especially when Holly flies non-stop, you know what I mean? Next question is from Bollywood at Bollywood #1 fan, and they ask, I don't know if it's a girl or boy, they ask, first they say don't answer the same question, which I've already said I'm not going to do. Every time I answer the same questions. This one says, answer what it means to you doing this, and how this is going to go forward. Okay. So basically, it means a lot for me to be doing this. Obviously, I'm living in. 1 second. Yeah, that's a bit more light on my face. Yeah. All right. So it means a lot for me to be doing this. It means a lot. I'm very, very proud of myself, as well as I know the fact that my family are proud of me. My family and friends and people around me are very impressed with where I am, what I'm doing. I'm surviving in a place like this when a lot of people come out here and they don't survive and they come home. Failure is not an option. So no matter how difficult it gets, I've just got to keep going. No matter even if I've got to move out of this apartment and live in a box on the street, and Holly's got to just friggin', move back into Etihad accommodation. You know what I mean? This kind of stuff is. And when I first got here, Holly lived in Etihad accommodation. I lived at the villa with my business partner, and now I've got my own place, my own car. I've moved Holly out of her Etihad accommodation. I'm smashing out videos for big clients all over the UAE, and it's going well. And I feel very, very happy because, not only am I doing well here, but people are actually liking my work out here, you know what I mean? And I've just got to build, going forward, I've just got to build on the exposure out here as I did in the UK, because I've started from scratch out here. And when I started from scratch in the UK, it took a long time for people to actually recognise me, who I was and what the company was and what I do, and for them to actually support me. It took a long time. I was on my own for a long time without any views or any support or any messages from anybody. And now I upload a video of me just messing about around the house with my dog, and I get comments, I get likes, I get shares, I get views. You know what I mean? It's support there. There's a lot of support there from the UK. So I just want to get that in the UAE now. You know what I mean? Going to be doing some interviews with newspapers and some other media platforms around the UAE, which will help me get some more exposure. I'm looking for sponsors at the moment as well, some clothing sponsors, some camera sponsors, some car sponsors, different kind of sponsors to get involved with the company, and that'll help expose me and my company out here as well. And just moving forward, just building the same clients I've got at the moment, keep doing big videos for those, working with them, expanding on the videos, expanding on the work. I'm going to be launching the website soon as well. I know it's been a long time, but it's almost ready to go. Going to launch a website, do a big website launch party. I'm going to invite loads of people from the UK out here, see if they... Basically, I'm going to do a thing where if you want to come out and attend the F&D website launch party, I'll give you a cheap flight and a cheap hotel when you come out here. And if you want to do it, then I'll hook that up for you. It won't be free, obviously, but cheaper than usual hotel and flights through Holly, Etihad. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Website launch party. Then from then onwards, going to be doing some more work with bigger clients, and just keep smashing things out. And then maybe in the future, I might look into actually hiring freelancers to work for me while I don't do the video. Because obviously I'm 24 now. By 30, I don't want to be running around doing filming anymore. You know what I mean? By the age of 30, I want to be sat back, just dealing with the business side of things, bringing in the money, paying other people to do what I'm doing at the moment, what I've been doing for the past 3 years. I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. I mean, I'll still do odd occasion. I'll pick up a camera and do some stuff, or I'll pick up a microphone and do a quick interview or a quick chat with you guys, and I'll probably still do the vlogs. But by the age of 30, I want to be, comfortable financially, comfortable in general. I want to be able to spend more time with family. I want to have kids by then, obviously, so I want to spend time with my kids, my wife, my mum and dad, my sister, friends, family. I don't want to be running around like a nutcase, just filming like I am at the moment. This is me building my business. You know what I mean? You got to understand that, 30, 40-year-old people don't run around nightclubs or run around hotels, run around filming like I'm doing at the moment. I mean, at the moment I'm young, so it's all right, it's cool, and I enjoy it. But there's got to be a future goal, future vision. And in business, you've always got to have this vision. You've always got to have a vision of what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to be. And I've always had a very... It's not ever been detailed, because things change all the time. Situations change, people change, business has to develop and evolve. You evolve as a person, as an individual. So, I've always had a very basic, very, very vague outline of vision of what I want to do, what I want to be, how I want to get there, all that kind of thing. And I'm still continuing that vision today, which is good. I'm glad I haven't gone off onto some other thing. But yeah, and I also wanted to start taking F&D more into the lifestyle market rather than just clubs and just promotional videos. You know what I mean? At the moment, I'm doing a lot of promotion for different companies, but I want to take it towards the lifestyle thing where I cover like, especially because I'm in the UAE, lifestyle out here is luxurious lifestyle. You know what I mean? So covering cars, properties, the hotels, the restaurants, the shisha lounges, the Arab lifestyle, the expats living out here from different parts of the world, beaches, yachts, you know, where you can get this done, that done, where you can go for the best shisha, where you can go for the best cars, where you can go for the best like a little break. Because even though you're living in the UAE, there's still little resorts in the UAE you can go for like a little break away from your apartment, away from your villa, away from your work, all that kind of thing. So I'm going to go into the lifestyle market. I've just spoken with somebody, I won't say who, but some very, very big boys out here in the UAE who do stuff with luxurious lifestyle kind of thing, like watches and cars and clothes and all that kind of stuff. And I've messaged him and I let him know, you know, I'm interested in doing lifestyle stuff, and he's going to be back in the UAE in about 3 weeks, so we're going to meet up and just discuss what we can do, what options we have together, combining companies together to do some cool videos. And yeah, look forward to that, people. I'm just trying to, as I said, as I look like shit at the moment. My eyes are black, you know what I mean? I'm very pale. I haven't been to the beach in a long time. I haven't been outside getting any sun or anything. I've just been going to work, smashing out videos, paying for stuff. Like, I need to get a new sofa now because the boss ate it. And you know, I've just been grafting, bro. Been grafting hard, and I'm going to carry on grafting hard because that's the only way to better yourself, to better your business, and to advance. I don't get much sleep, which is very, very bad. I don't like to brag about that. I don't get much sleep because when I get into bed, I close my eyes and my head is constantly ticking. Email this person, email that person. What about this? What about developing this? What about developing that? What about some ideas on this? Some ideas on that? So I end up coming back to the laptop and sitting here all night just emailing people and getting contacts and networking and writing ideas down for different things and how to take this further. You know what I mean? It is the mind of, as I say, an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? I don't like to brag about this, but I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't do that shit. You know what I mean? I used to sit in my bedroom doing the same thing now as I do now. One sec, need to hit the shisha, bro. So anyway, next question. Hope that answered the question for you guys enough. You know what I mean? If you want me to elaborate on anything, then make sure you save it and follow me on Twitter at FNDTV. And if you want to ask any questions, make sure you tweet me at the end of this video for next time, and I'll make a note of them. You know what I mean? Next question, people, comes from at AjmalH456. Typically, you're meant to be like a doctor or something. Was it a gamble doing media-based subjects at uni or college? As I mentioned a little bit previously, all my family members, all my cousins, you know, my uncles, you know, they're all like into pharmacy, doctors, lawyers, accountants. My dad's an accountant. My uncle owns his own furniture business. My sister's into literature. she's going to be either an English teacher, or she's going to be like a writer, or some. So they're all very articulate, very intelligent people. So me, I'm not saying I'm a dumbass, but I wasn't very I wasn't very intelligent or very articulate, as I'm still not articulate or very intelligent right now. But I just know, as I said, I was very, very, very creative from a young age. I used to be, a young lad just running around with my dad's holiday camera. Your dad's always got his holiday camera when you're young, this little shitty JVC thing. When we're not on holiday, I used to get it and take all the little tapes, put them in and record stuff, and then just watch it back and mess around with my cousins when we were younger, mess around with my little sister, just running around the garden. My both sisters, my Zara and Alicia, used to run around in the garden and do some videos, and so I used to just mess around all the time. And then when I had my first camera phone, I used to just take little videos and little pictures on there, just messing about and just being really creative all the time. I used to watch movies all the time. People used to, my friends in the neighbourhood used to run around the streets, play football, ride bikes, play cricket, tennis, all that stuff. And I used to just be inside watching DVDs, watching videos, watching movies on TV and stuff. My life was all about creativity and about the creative arts and stuff. And I did performing arts for a while. I tried to get into a really prestige performing arts school called Scala, which was it was in Leeds, and it was about getting young talent onto TV and stuff. Because at first I wanted to be an actor. I was a creative. I was a nutcase. I was running around doing crazy stuff, but I wasn't very confident. So when I went down to do a script reading, I wasn't very confident, and I wasn't very confident at reading, which was a big issue. I wasn't very good at reading. So when I had to sit in front of this old woman called Lynn, I remember to this day, she was a bitch, man. And I was sat there reading this script, and she was like one character and I was another character, and she was like la 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 la, and I was like stumbling on my words, and I had to read it, but I had to act like, you know what I mean? It's difficult, man. Hats off to the big actors who would do it without even trying. But yeah, I did that, and it was my dad all my life. My dad, not in any mean ways. My dad, he cares about me. He always used to think I was a bit of a bum, a bit of even just like a couple of years ago when I was on my computer in my bedroom, I used to always be on there just doing stuff, networking, editing, doing stuff. He used to always just hear me on laptop and come in and go, "What the fuck are you doing on this computer 24 hours a day? Get some frigging, get some degree, get some bloody work done." You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't go to uni because of myself. I didn't want to go to uni because I knew uni for media and performing arts and all that kind of creative stuff wasn't the place to be. You know what I mean? You don't really need a degree for this stuff. You need to go out there and get experience. Nobody's going to give you a job on a film set or in a media company when you say, "I've got a degree in media." That only gets you so far. In any job, any business, if you've got experience, that'll outweigh a degree any day. To be honest with you, that's just my personal experience. And yeah, just like I was the black sheep of the family. I was always the clown. I was always the one who was like, they were all saying, "What's he doing with his friggin' life, this kid?" You know what I mean? Because when you do like lawyers or accountancy or pharmacy, you're studying for a long time, a lot of years. Whereas with media, you study 3 years max, and you get a degree, and it's mainly just dossing about. And in college there was no essays. In uni, all there was essays. So uni was shit. College was good, and yeah, my dad always used to think I was just a bum. I didn't know where I was going with my life. He didn't even know. But until a couple of years ago, he didn't even know what I was doing. He thought he thought I did something with computers. He thought I was like an IT guy. He didn't even realize. You know what I mean? That's how crazy it was. And then only this year he's realized how big an influence, how big I am in the UK. Now, again, I'm not bragging. I'm not big at all, I don't think. I've got some good supporters, good followers, strong supporters, strong followers who support me to the end. But, he thought I was just a bum. And he thought moving out here, he thought I just did stuff. He didn't know I had a following. He didn't know I had a support. He didn't know about Team Effort. He didn't know about anybody watching my videos. He didn't know about views. He didn't know about Twitter. He didn't know, obviously, he didn't know about all this shit. And then he gets stopped in the street numerous times by loads of different people, and he kind of realizes that this shit ain't a joke. You know what I mean? He wears this on his hat, on his t-shirt, and people stopping him asking where he's got them from. And that's a big shout out to whoever asked him as well, because that made him realize that his son wasn't just a friggin' joker, and it kind of got me a bit of props from him. So whoever went up to my dad and said, "Yo, your son's a big boy," then I appreciate people, because he kind of realised, and he sent me a message on Facebook, a very, very emotional message on Facebook. He didn't mean to send an emotional message, but it got me emotional, because after 24 years of life, I heard my dad say he's proud of me, you know what I mean? And for my dad to say he's proud of me after 24 years is a big thing. My mum on the other hand says she's proud of me for anything I do. I could drive a car up a street, pick up, you know what I mean, pick up groceries, shopping, come back. I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? My mum just loves me unconditionally, as my dad does as well, but in a different way. My mum's just really, my mum is probably my biggest support. My mum, you know what I mean? She's really, she watches all my videos. As soon as I upload them, she's the first one to watch them, like them, share them. She's a big supporter, big part of my life, my mum, and she's a big reason why I am who I am today. Along with my rest of my family, like my sisters that passed away, Zara, she's another reason why I am who I am today. And yeah, so going back to the question, it was a bit of a gamble because there's still, even to this day, there's no security in it because I'm self-made, self-paid. So I go out there, get the work, I get the money. I don't have a monthly wage. I don't have any kind of promise of wages. You know what I mean? I get contracts with clients, but you know, any day they can go to me. You know what? Yeah, you shit now. We got somebody else who does better videos than you. Yeah, see you later. So there's no. I mean, it's a bit scary when you think about it like that. You know, some people can't cope with this kind of situation. It's a bit difficult. That's why I've got to be constantly 24 hours on the laptop, on my phone. You know, dealing with clients, make sure they're happy, make sure I've got the next step, you know what I mean? Like I've got F1 next. After F1, I've got to look for something else. After something else, I've got to look for something else. I've got to have clients ready, contracts ready. You know what I mean? It's just it's always a gamble. It always has been a gamble. But I love what I do. I love my supporters. I love where I see this company being in a few years. I love the fact that I'm covering some of the biggest celebrities, artists in the world. Rick Ross last week. Week before that, Ace Hood. Week before that, Busta Rhymes. You know what I mean? I've covered Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. You name it, I've covered some of the biggest celebrities in the world, and I'm proud of that. Little lad from Leeds, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very proud of that. And you know, even though my cousins are making big dough as accountants, as GP pharmacists, you know what I mean? I'm still proud of myself that I'm doing what I do, and you know, making the money that I make, and I think in the future I'll shock a lot of people with where I've come from to where I am. You know what I mean? And as I get more supporters and more viewers and stuff, I'm sure they'll start to understand my story and where I've come from, where I am. And a lot of people to this day still laugh at me, take the piss out of me. You know, you're just a cameraman. You know, you're not a celebrity. You're not this, you're not that. Who you think you are? Stop doing videos about yourself. Stop. You know, calling yourself FND, and you know, all this. A lot of negativity comes, but you know, the positivity and the support outweighs by a million tons the negativity and the disses and the piss takes and all that. It outweighs it, and I've got to show nothing but love. Team FND is like my family, simple as that. If I see somebody out in the street who supports me and watching my videos and says to me, I watch your videos, I'll hug them right there and then, because they're like family to me, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for these people, these individual people, I wouldn't be where I am today. When I share a video, I need people to share it, I need people to like it, I need people to tell their friends about it, I need people to sit there and, you know, do stuff like the other day, somebody in the UK went to the Apple Store and put my video on in the Apple Store on Apple Mac, and then just walked straight out and left it on because somebody else came in afterwards, and that's the person that took the picture. So the person that put it on the computer didn't take the picture and send it to me. The person that went in afterwards and saw it took a picture and said, "This somebody's been watching your videos." So that's even more of a crazy thing for me. You know what I mean? Because the person who took a picture didn't put it on. He just saw it then. He took a picture for me. You know what I mean? So it is crazy, and it was a big shock for me, that. So big up whoever did that and whoever took the picture. Yeah. Next question. It's not really a question. It's Atik Khan 345 says, "I would like to see you going to the gym and benching and picking up weight in the vlogs. That would be interesting." Atik, give me a few weeks, yeah. I'm not doing weights yet. I'm just at the moment doing a lot of cardio, and I'm on a strict weight loss diet. Put a lot of weight on over here in the UAE, as most people do when they come out here. Standard fact. But yeah, been munching out on halal food everywhere I go, and the portions are big out here as well, like America. So yeah, put a lot of weight on. So I'm just doing cardio at the minute. But whenever I do go to the gym, I'll do like, not every time, but I'll do regular gym vlogs for you guys out there. Even if I'm on treadmill, I'll do a vlog. And when I start doing weights, I'll definitely vlog about that, because when I was fat back in my day, in my prime, 23, 24 stone of pure fat, I was strong as a fucking ox, man. I used to lift big weight, benching like 250, which is big. I don't know, maybe not to you guys out there, but to me it's big. And squatting like 175, 200, and just hitting just hitting big weights basically. So I'm looking forward to getting back into it when I've lost a bit of weight, doing lighter weights, but still doing weights in general just to get toned and ripped and stuff. Anyway, next question. Same guy from before, Ajmal H456 says, at the time, did you think you would get anywhere with the subjects you picked, and what would have been your backup plan? All right, let me just see you 1 second. Fuck. So, at the time I was in like studies and stuff, doing my studying, I didn't really think about like it not getting anywhere, or I didn't think about it wouldn't work. You know what I mean? I just thought I want to do this. I'm young. I've got nothing to lose. I was always youngest. I was youngest at college. I was the youngest lad there in the whole class. In uni, I was the youngest in the whole class. My boy Z, he's like 2 years older than me. Believe it or not, he's a joker, but he's 2 years older than me, that guy. So he was just a bit older than me. And Sherry, my other boy, he was a bit older than me as well. I think about a year or something. But yeah, so I was youngest all the time. So I thought, I've got the time now to do it. If it fails, it fails. I'll go on something else. You know, when I'm their age, I've got a couple of years ahead of me where I can just do this and see where it goes. But I never thought negatively about it then, at that time. I only thought negatively about it when I was going out to these dirty clubs, man. When I first started, these dirty basement clubs with just chavs sweating like pigs and just doing all this, you know what I mean? And I covered events at Niche, which was like one of the roughest clubs I've ever been to in my entire life. Somebody got stabbed in the head outside Niche. Somebody got beat the shit out of outside there every week. Bouncers were knocking guys out every single week. You know what I mean? So it was like a really, it was really a time where I was looking at myself and thinking, is this really a sufficient way of making money? Is this really a sufficient business? Is this really going to grow at all? I'm going to continue doing this until it just like fizzles out. What's going to happen? You know what I mean? How much longer can I film these dirty nightclubs, and where am I going to go? You know what I mean? And then I revert back to again when I got the G Unit call for G Unit After Party in Manchester. That took me to another level, and in my career, my whole business, my whole career has just taken itself from level to level, which has been lucky. You know what I mean? I thank God, because it's the power of it has just been like, it's been like fate, really. You know what I mean? I've not really had to do anything major other than just work hard and stay determined. You know what I mean? I've always, after graduating uni and just doing my own business and not working anywhere else, you know what I mean, I've had to make my own money every single month to pay my bills, you know what I mean? And even more so when I've come out here, I've got no support from anybody. You guys might think that my parents have got a rich, they can pay for me, and it's not like that, you know what I mean? I know a lot of friends who are like that, who've set up businesses and they sit there and they take pictures of themselves in a big office with a big nice car and, you know, the best clothes and the best, you know, showing all the money off, and it's their dad's money, you know what I mean? That's not really something to be proud of in my personal opinion. If you're one of those people and you support me, I apologize if it offended you, yeah, but I apologize if I've offended anybody out there by saying that. But when you're taking pictures of yourself balling out on your parents' money, that to me is not like a very proud moment. You know what I mean? I don't take money off my parents. I haven't taken money off my parents since I used to live with them. Years before I started FND, I took money off them. They try and give me money now and again, you know, to help me out here. They say, oh, you know, here, take this for that. You know, a bit of help from parents. But I don't take it, man. You know what I mean? I don't take money. I'd rather give them money. I'd rather be the one giving them money now. They supported me all my life from childhood to now. So now it's time for me to repay the favor, return the favor, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So, like, I brought them out here. I took them on a crazy holiday when they came out here, and they loved it. And it's like they said it was their favourite holidays ever. So that means a lot to me, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And as I said, I'm a very family orientated person. So yeah, I'm just grafting for my family. I'm grafting for my future, my kids' future. Me and Holly are thinking about having kids in the near future, so look out for some baby FNDs running around in the vlogs maybe in next year, couple of years. So yeah, I've got to look into that. You know what I mean? Like you know, I'm married now. When I have kids, I've got to be able to support my kids. It's another mouth to feed. I know God will. I'm not very religious, but I'm religious enough to know that God will be there for me when I need Him. You know what I mean? But you know, God can only do so much. He can't, you know, put £500 in my pocket. You know what I mean? To go buy baby food and nappies and stuff. I've got to be able to put that money in my pocket. I've got to be able to put the food on the table. You know what I mean? So I've always got to be thinking about that, and that's why I work so hard, because you know, this is my life, and life is very precious, and family is very precious, and you know, money does make the world go round. I wouldn't be sitting here right now with this microphone that cost me money, this laptop cost me money, this shisha cost me money, this hat cost me money, this jacket cost me money, this shave cost me money. So people who talk about money and everything, they're just pretty delusional, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's that. So I'm just working hard, and every day I do think like, I don't think negatively. I don't think like I'm not going to get anywhere, but I think how I'm going to get there. I've always got to think about how I'm going to get there. I've got to take conscious decisions every single day on where I'm going to be going, where that decision is going to take me, how it's going to fizzle out, how it's going to work, how am I going to do this, how I'm going to do that. Always got to be thinking about it. Whereas if you work for somebody else, or if you're not really bothered about that shit, if you're working just for a company like, I don't know, whatever, like if you're working at TK Maxx, they are paying you a wage and you just do your job. There's no business development unless you're one of those kind of people who work somewhere, start at the bottom, and then in 2 years you want to be a manager. You know what I mean? Then that's like similar to it. I've got to make my own conscious decisions to work with people. 1 second. Holly's messaging me, man. I thought she was on the freaking flight. 1 second, people. Sorry, people. Holly's just messaged me from the airport. She's about to get a flight back from Manchester to Abu Dhabi. But anyway, next question is from a guy who I've never met before, but he must be a supporter. I think he's a new supporter actually. He's on Facebook. Mohsin Ali. He lives in Dubai. So next question comes from Mohsin Ali via Facebook, and he says, "What is the most craziest car you have seen in Abu Dhabi, and what car is most expensive in Abu Dhabi?" The craziest car I've seen in Abu Dhabi is a solid gold, or I think it's solid gold. It looked it. The craziest car I've seen is it was actually a group of cars. I took a picture of it on my Instagram a while back outside a club I was filming at. It was 3 cars. It was a Rolls Royce, a Bentley, and a Bugatti, all chrome, gold's chrome. So like, mirrored, so like if you stand there, it looks like a mirror. But it wasn't like silver chrome, it was gold chrome. And that was pretty impressive. That was pretty crazy, you know what I mean? Who'd spend that kind of money on a Bugatti, a Rolls Royce, and a Bentley, top notch, like 2013 models, brand new, fresh out the box, and get them. Boss, chill out, man. Yo, hey, chill out. And take them straight to the mechanic or the car. Hey, and take them straight and get them chromed out. You know what I mean? That's money. That is, you know what I mean? So that was the craziest car I've seen, and probably the most expensive as well. But I don't know, like the G wagons. When you're talking about boss, shut up. When you're talking about expensive cars, yeah, it means more when they've got a certain number plate as well. So a G-Wagon, which is already like mad expensive money, when it's got like a number plate on it with a number 3, that's just money driving up and down the street. You know what I mean? That's pure money. Or if you get, you got a Bugatti with, with like that chrome Bugatti, that's money as well, because it's like a million. I think it's 1.5 million or something for that Bugatti, and then the chroming as well of that expensive car. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Lamborghini Aventadors. I've seen Ferrari, the Italia. I don't know too much about cars, but the Ferrari Italia as well. That's supposed to be like a mad one. It's just come out or something with the Italian stamp on it. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy cars out here, man. Obviously, check out any YouTube video. Type in Dubai cars or cars in Dubai, or you know what I mean. You'll see all this crazy shit. So, and that's like I walk up my front door and I see crazy cars. But the thing is, you don't really see them much on the motorway or on the roads regularly. You know what I mean? You got to go to certain areas. Like if you go to the center of like downtown Dubai, they're all up and down there. If you go to outside like hotels, certain hotels like Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa. If you go down to all these nightclubs that I film at, the exclusive nightclubs like VIP Room, have got some crazy cars outside it every night. Movida have got crazy cars outside it. They're both my clients. Viceroy Hotel during F1 has some of the sickest cars I've seen in my entire life. Outside of the Viceroy Hotel during F1, I'll show you again this year, but last year's video, if you can check it out, it's got a KTM there, which is like a freaking go-kart. It's got like Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys. It's like a freaking car showroom out there, man, I'm telling you. And check out my 100th vlog. I went to a car showroom around here, around the ends, and showed you some crazy cars in there as well. I think Holly sent a voice note, check it.
What's going on, people? It's Mrs. FND, just in Hilton Hotel in Manchester. About to have my pickup from the bus to the hotel to go back to Abu Dhabi to see Hurricanes. See you all on the other side. Bye.
So that's Holly sending a little voice note for you guys in between the quick Q&A. 1 second, let me just message her back. Right, so yeah, that's that question answered. There's some mad cars out here, bro. Standard question. This question I don't want to answer too personally. He asks, it's Sarush King. What's the pay like doing what you do roughly, and have you got boss a trainer for his bad behaviours? The pay out here, I don't really want to talk about that too personally, because that's a bit. It's like asking somebody what his wages. You know what I mean? It's like a bit. You know what I mean? It's a bit personal, but yeah, I'm making decent money out here. It's all about just building your clients and doing them good deals in order for them to get you as a repeat. You know what I mean? If I go and say to a client, for example, the Viceroy, if I go to them, give me $5 grand for a video. They'll then go, all right, cool. $5 isn't anything to out here, yeah. They'll give me $5 grand. But then next time they'll go, we want to get another video done, but we won't get that guy because he charges $5 grand. So what we'll do is we'll get this guy for cheaper and just get FND whenever we do big videos. Whereas me, I want to do all videos. I want to do all the videos for my clients. I don't want my clients to have to go and pick and choose which camera guys or which companies they go for filming just because of price. You know what I mean? And a lot of people out here with my competition, they go underneath me, man. They charge like 50 quid, £100, some daft shit. So, at the moment they're not winning at the moment, which is good, which means a lot. But I charge a lot more than they do, and what I do is I tailor packages to each client depending on what the event's about. So if they contact me saying we want you to cover the F1, then obviously the package has to be decent price. It's 3 days filming plus the edit plus this plus that. You got to add these different things on. So it's always different for each client. I don't do a standard price for everybody. I always tailor a price for different clients, and that includes promotion as well through the social networks. So yeah, and he also asks, have you got boss trainer? I'm looking for a trainer for boss at the moment, but they're all quite expensive, and I don't want to blow loads of money on this bastard because he's barking and shit. He's a good dog. He's a good dog in general. He just does like bad things, like he ripped up the sofa. and sometimes he growls and barks and tries to be dominant. But I've read books about Rottweilers, and at a certain age, which is this age he's at the moment, which is almost a year old, he's about 10 months, I think, 11 months old. He wants to be dominant. He wants to be dominant over me, over Holly. He wants to be the king of the jungle, king of the house. It ain't fucking happening, bro. So every time he barks, I either chuck him outside on the balcony or chuck him in his cage, and he don't like that either. So he barks and he growls. And that's not really a big issue for me. The big issue is if he takes it further, if he bites either me and Holly. I don't think he ever would bite us, but the fact that he might, I want to get that sorted out. And the fact that if I have kids in the future, people telling me get rid of your dog when you have a kid, it's a bit difficult because Boss is like a family member now. You know what I mean? I've had him since he was a young puppy. I can't really get rid of him just when I have a kid. So I've got to try and work out how I'm going to keep Boss and have a kid at the same time without him ripping my baby's face open. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be done responsibly. So yeah, I'm looking into that. And final question I got was from Abdul A_B_Z92. He says, "What would you do with £1 million?" With £1 million, a lot of it would be investment. I'd invest in property. I'd give a chunk of it to my family at home, my parents. I'd give a chunk of it to them. I'd give a chunk of it to Holly's family, Holly's parents. Standardly, I'd blow at least 100k. I'd take 100k, just blow it. Just me and Holly go on a Madden somewhere, go on a mad holiday. Go buy whatever we want, clothes. I'll just go on a mad one with the 100k, maybe 200k. See what I feel like. I'd invest a lot of it into a property for me and Holly, like a villa or something, big villa on the Palm or something. I'd invest in my company, in the F&D. I'd do a bit of investment in this to make it a bigger company. I'd probably I don't know, maybe depending on what I've got left, I'd probably bank a bit of it, put like maybe a big chunk of it in the bank just to sit there and create interest, and the rest I'd probably just maybe buy a car, maybe I don't know, man, that's about it really. I just obviously you got to enjoy. I'd enjoy 100 or 200k of it. I'd give about 100k each to my parents and to Holly's parents, and I'd invest in a property. And yeah, that's about it. I think that'd be the whole $1 million gone. To be honest, I probably need more than $1 million for that because property out here is about $1 million just for one villa. So yeah, but that's about it really broken down. But probably whatever have $1 million, unless I smash it big time in the future, which you never know. I could do. You never know. I think that's all the questions. I kind of like just let people know. I only let people know about this very recently, so it's I didn't get many questions in. But if you do want to ask me a question and you see this video and you think shit, I should have asked a question, well, just save your question, and next time I write Q&A coming up, then send your question to me. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, people, I appreciate your support thoroughly. I appreciate you watching the videos, the vlogs. Thank you for being so supportive, so loving. Really appreciate it. I hope this quick Q&A has been informative for you guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I haven't mumbled much. I know I mumble quite a lot when I'm sitting here on my own. I've got a cold as well, by the way. Sorry about that. But yeah, as I mentioned before, these Q&As don't have to just be about me. If you want me to talk about topics, if you've got any problems at school you want to talk to me about, me to answer any questions about your life, my opinion on you, if you've got girlfriend issues, boyfriend issues, husband and wife issues, if you've got anything, if you want me to talk about topics like, I don't know, Miley Cyrus twerking, what I think about that shit, or what I think about the state of the UK at the moment, or the state of the world in general at the moment, or any topics on the news, any topics in general, anything. It can be fashion, it can be lifestyle, it can be problems, it can be anything. Just come to me every month. I'm going to do this every month. If you want anything speaking about from me, from my personal opinion, my personal viewpoint, just give me a shout. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed it. I've got some big vlogs coming. I've just dropped a vlog, wedding anniversary vlog, where me and Holly went out for our wedding anniversary. Just normal flex, just around Dubai Mall, cinema, went for a meal, shisha, saw the fountains, all that kind of stuff. Check it out on this channel, and check out on the FND channel. I'm releasing the Rick Ross video very, very soon. I'm also releasing the Timberland video very, very soon for VIP room. And stay tuned for the big bad F1 video 2013 coming soon. I'm currently speaking to a car sponsorship, trying to get a car sponsorship deal, either with Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini. Them are three tops, or maybe Ferrari, Mercedes, or also thinking about what was the other one? BMW possibly, but I kind of want a bit more of like a Aventador kind of feel. I'm aiming for the Aventadors because you guys have all asked for it. A lot of people have asked me to get the Aventador out, so I'll try and get that for you guys for the F1 video and for the vlog. Join F1. But yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully Holly will be off as well. Join F1. I can take her with me on some of the yachts and take her around. She hardly ever comes on shoots with me, but she said that she'd like to come to F1 with me if she's off from work. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna, as I say, vlog off now, people. Honestly, appreciate you watching. Appreciate you taking time out. Make sure you share this, please. If I answer the question, definitely share it, because I've put you in the bottom, put your Twitter as well in the bottom, so, or your name, whatever. So share it, because I've given you a little shout out there, people. Yeah, follow me on Twitter at FNDTV, Facebook /FNDTV. Go and like that page, and yeah, check all the links down below. Stay tuned for some more big videos and another Q&A coming very, very soon. Big love, people. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next vlog. Big love. Yeah, safe.